Condolences to the family of Walter Wallace Jr. Start this off right. Um, more of what more of what we know happens in this country. I've already talked about this like a lot. Um, I say this all the time. It's not a saying. It's a saying I made up myself. The person who says you can't fight fire with fire was just an arsonist who was scared to get burned himself. You know what I'm saying? A pyrotech addict that was scared to get burned himself. I always say that it was arsonist that was scared to get burned himself. Um, Police have the when it's deemed necessary have the legal right in this country to kill you. To take life if they deem necessary. You know, um, Police are supposed to be trained for situations that a regular person is not ready for. Whether that involve gunfire, whether that involve what Walter had a knife, a bat, a multiple group of people, multiple assailants with guns, multiple assailants with bats, whatever it may be. Um, this is deeper than that. Look, dude, it all goes back to this. I've said this. It's gonna keep happening. What white people did to us, what white people do to us in this country is so evil and horrific that is passed down by DNA on both sides of the board. Us the pain, and and them the joy of giving us pain, and the fear of us so they murder us, the fear of us so they kill us, and taking joy in making us angry so that they can have a reason to kill us because they are just scared of us. White people are afraid of us for what they've done, and we have never paid them back. It's a scary feeling. They live in fear every single day. Okay? They become cops. They go to the military. They do all these things so they can learn how to fight and murder and kill, so they can protect themselves because they're afraid that you're going to pay them back for what their ancestors have done to you, what they've done to your children, what they do to your children, what they do to our women, what they do to our young men, what they do to our older men, etc., what they do to our people. You know, ever since this country has been built, it's been a non-stop systematic effort to literally wipe us out and extinct us on a physical, spiritual, and historical level. So they take all the real history, like the fact that we're the actual Hebrews, the Most High's true people, and the Most High was actually killed on a tree, and they hide it. You know what I'm saying? They take the fact that they are actually monkeys. If you watching this and you white, this is real shit. What I'm finna tell you, you can think it's malicious if you want to, but if I was white, I would say the same thing because I'm a human being of the Most High made me of common sense. So even if the Most High made me a Gentile, I would still have my common sense. Um, White people their ancestors roamed the Appalachian Mountains, and they made love to the Neanderthals, who were the caveman monkeys who roamed the Appalachian Mountains. That's why their skin is the way it is. They were already white. You know what I'm saying? Put like this: the evolved Neanderthals had sex with the unevolved Neanderthals, which were monkeys, in the Appalachian Mountains. This is where white people, and they used to eat raw meat and drink blood back then. This is where white people's taste for blood and raw meat comes from. It's passed down genetically. This is why white people have different color eyes, and different color hair. That's a primate. That's a primate trait. That's not a human trait. Having dark skin, having brown eyes, that's a human trait. Okay, it all goes back to that. You know what I'm saying? These murders will continue to happen until we start defending ourselves, and until we start paying these motherfuckers back for what they've done. And I don't even mean going back into slavery. I just mean like right now, the family of Walter Wallace Jr. should be preparing to kill the police officers who just killed him, or kill someone in their family. You know what I'm saying? Um, this country was built on murdering us, enslaving us, and murdering us. Literally, our bones are under the foundation of this country. So I think it's kind of dumb for us to look to this country for justice. I don't blame the people who we built this country for, and also the other Gentiles who come over here who aren't the Most High's people, because obviously, Satan is in America. He is pretty much the ruler, the king of America. So all the other people who are not the Most High's people obviously succeed, and obviously the law was built to benefit them. So I understand why they go to the law, and I don't blame them for going to the police and using the government and voting and etc. But black people, as Hebrews, we should take up our own justice, guys. We need to start looking out our own way. We can't keep looking to this country that enslaved us and killed us, and literally is built on killing us. Like, there wouldn't be no America if it wasn't for them murdering us. Like, if they treated us the right way and they did things the right way, we would be the rulers, because that's the way it naturally is. It's not a way of us trying to be on top. It's because this country says they love the Lord, right? Well, obviously we're the Most High's we're the Lord's true chosen people. So we will be on top, like who, Jewish people who are Satan's children, because this country it's reversed. They don't love Yah Elohim. That's why they say God. The God is the dogma backwards. They know God means Satan. So Satan's children are on top. You guys get that? It's very easy to understand. But, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to Walter Wallace Jr. But I've seen videos of cops getting stabbed, literally getting stabbed, like, by white dudes, bro. Like, I seen a video, I think you seen of a cop literally getting stabbed. He chased the guy down, tased him. He got him home safely. Dylan Roof murdered people. They got him out safely. They've gotten child molesters that literally had, like, they dick fresh out of, like, a 4-year-old boy's asshole. And they take them out safely, pull their pants up and make sure they get the right treatment, and make sure they're still treated humanly in prison, make sure they get the sentence, whatever they do what they got to do, etc. But it seems like, well, obviously we understand the people who they've done wrong and they're most fearful of, no matter what, they're trying to kill us anyway. So, I mean, I understand it, but it's very much evil. If you out there and you white, you feel like you don't want to be like your ancestors, you want to kind of learn, and you want to go under, because you can't stand with us, but you can stand with us, but you're gonna have to be under us as a Gentile. We're obviously Hebrew, so you can't stand. Obviously, you understand what I mean. But if you feel like you love the Most High, you can still love the covenant, you can still love the Most High. That doesn't mean anything because you're not Hebrew. He still created you, and you're still special. You're still beautiful. Just because you're not Hebrew, you're still beautiful. You're still precious. You can still have a family. Your family is precious. Your children are precious. Your wife is precious. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you want to stand with the Most High and you want to stand for something that's beautiful, amen, do that. And stand on our side, bro, and be with us. But you can't play both sides. You got to stay you got to call your people for what they are, monsters and demons. And you one of them. But if you feel like you want to cleanse yourself and you want to ask the Most High for forgiveness for what your people have done, and you don't want to stand under that banner any longer, amen, do you. But y'all let me know what y'all think of the video, bro. Rest in peace, Wallace Walter Jr., man. This is why Philly is going up, and it's going to continue to happen, man. That's the anger. That's our blood. As black people, all of our blood is screaming out for revenge against our oppressors. And all these people who have done us wrong, all these other racists who have done us wrong in this country, our blood is screaming out for revenge. That's what that is, though. But y'all let me know what y'all think.